Okay, so I'm out walking Austin, and it's coming up on 8 p.m. Sounds like we may have a road dinosaur behind us, which we do. Great. There is nowhere for me to go, so I'm just gonna move as close to the grass as I can. Maybe move him behind me a little bit. Oh, this is gonna be close. See how much of the road that takes up? That's insane. That's what I have to walk on the road with most days. And normal traffic. Let's go. So that was fortuitous. I stepped in that little wide part of the road a little bit. That guy up ahead of me was taking up most of the road, so it was pretty dangerous for both me and for him to be sharing the same road. But this is what it's like when you walk your dog on a rural country road and there's no sidewalks and there's just ditches everywhere. The reason I didn't jump in the ditch is because so I'll show you the reason I didn't jump into the ditch is because that is a sharp slope that cuts off. So like right there, the grass is between 6 inches and 2 feet tall, but I can see the ground. But about 2 feet that way, it drops off suddenly. And so that, in comparison to the road, is probably actually about 3 feet deeper than the height I'm standing at now. And the same on the other side of the road. And when I go off in that ditch, I don't know what's in the ditch. Be snakes in the ditch. There could be pieces of metal. There could be rope. There could be standing water, and I wouldn't know about it. I have jumped in the ditch a few times when absolutely necessary. Usually if an Amish horse is spooking, or if there's something even bigger than that road dinosaur, which is what I call them. But I try really hard not to go in the ditch because I just can't guarantee my safety or Austin's safety. So when I taught both Austin and Robbie how to walk on this road, I just want to show you he's doing a phenomenal job. I'm not holding on to the leash at all, but this is my ideal for loose leash walking. And of course, as soon as I point out that he's doing a good job, he gets a little too ahead. Good boy. But I'm able to not hold on to the leash, and he just stays right there. He's not surging ahead. He's not cutting in front of me. He's not going in the ditch, and he's not going behind me. He's just moving with me the same speed I am, which is what I want. Whoops. I accidentally hit stop. But when I was training them how to walk on this particular stretch of road, we didn't start on this road. When we were teaching them how to do loose leash walking, we actually taught them in fields and the back of parking lots and parks and gravel roads where we had more maneuverability. It was safer for us to make direction changes and all sorts of things, and there was less traffic. Now, the beauty of this road is that there is less traffic, which is really nice. But when there is traffic, the traffic is going anywhere from 50 to 70 miles an hour, sometimes a little bit faster. And there's things like that, which you saw. There's Amish carts, and there's also, we have planting season and harvesting season around here, and so we also get really big semis rolling through here. And it's also just a open stretch of road. So most people, when they get out on this road, they want to go. And it's kind of hard when you randomly encounter someone walking their dog. So I hear a car behind us. I'm going to hold the leash just for extra safety. Good boy. And I have gotten very good at telling what is a car and what is a road dinosaur. And of course, what is an Amish cart coming up behind me. So if it's a road dinosaur, I usually hear a whine type sound, and I look behind myself real quick to see how big it is. And then if I need to get off the side of the road, get into the ditch, or if we're good to just keep walking forward. Here we're gonna go ahead and cross the road. Good boy. Good. Look both ways. Good job. I typically don't have him sit unless we're coming out of our driveway or out of the conservation driveway, just because traffic comes through here so quickly. And now that we're headed back, you can't see traffic coming around this curve. And so that makes it a little extra dangerous. And when we come up the hill up ahead, you can't see traffic. They can't see you. You have to judge who's coming based on the sound. So when it's windy outside, like if it's 20-mile-per-hour wind or higher, I don't walk down this way because it's just not safe. I can't hear what's coming for me. Walking on these roads is like playing chicken, which is terrifying. So the first year of walking Robbie was also an adjustment period for me, because not only did I have to get back in the swing of walking, not only did I have to train a dog, but I had to train a dog who was pulling on me. My trainer told me to do all sorts of crazy maneuvers like direction changes. We tried to explain to him what the roads were like out here, and he said, find a way. Real helpful. And I'm disabled. I have a mobility condition, and it's terrifying. There's no sidewalks. There's no space. But you learn to adapt, and that's what we learn to do. So I've got another car coming, and you can see I'm just kind of loosely holding the leash, but it gives me a strong enough hold for what Austin needs with his training now. When he was in training, the hold would have been a lot more secure. Good boy. And he's still not in a formal heel. He's just in loose leash. And then once I know the car's safely passed, I'll give him a little bit more leeway and he can move up ahead if he wants. But I do want to show you guys real quick how I reel him back in. So he's clipped to me, and I just take the flat of my hand, I slide it up, and then I kind of walk my fingers forward up the line, and as I do that, he feels it. Good. And he slows down. So there he sees a car, but they're turning, which is nice. Nice break for us. Beautiful sunset. This is also the time of baby bunnies, or bunnies, period. So I have to be on the lookout for him noticing baby bunnies and reacting to them, or hopefully not reacting to them. Okay, I hear traffic picking up, so I'm gonna go ahead and end